everybody. It's Eric Holmgren, your ambassador at large with the Placentia Chamber of Commerce. And today I am at his house with Carrie Buck. How are you doing, Carrie?
Good, thank you.
Good. So tell me a little bit about his house.
Well, his house, we're actually not called his house anymore. We're called his OC. We had quite a lot of change last year, and now we've branched off into our new nonprofit, and it's his OC, Homeless Intervention Services of Orange County.
Excellent. So tell me about what you do here.
So this particular program is a homeless shelter for families. We started 32 years ago under the Placentia Presbyterian Church, and last year we've even expanded further. We have another program, another house for young men age 18 to 24-year-old that are also homeless, and we started a home share OC program which matches older 55 and older people that are alone in their homes that need a roommate or need something, and we match them with a college student who is also homeless or housing insecure. And they pay a monthly rent and provide a few hours of support to that person each week. And the benefits have been really amazing to see that. So we started as a homeless shelter, but we've expanded really now into more services that wrap around and support people that are homeless or housing insecure.
So in a way then to try to help a wider part of the community than necessarily with before.
Exactly.
Now, the new shelter is, did you say it's here in Placentia?
It is actually in Fullerton.
Okay.
Not too far from here, but over, we just found out recently that we have an opportunity to buy a house. So for the next few months, we're going to be frantically putting some more funding together so that we can secure that house, and we'll be moving, because right now we're just leasing. It was a one-year pilot program,
right, and
we're ready to roll it permanent. And so we wanted to do what we can and maximize the dollars that we're using. So that's our next goal, is we'll be doing that.
Okay. Now, with your facility that's here, your flagship facility, if we want to talk about it here in Placentia, how many families or how many individuals do you usually serve any given month?
So in this house, this main house, we can fit, and we try to keep as maximum capacity as we can, 40 people.
Okay.
So it's 12 families, and it usually is more than 50% children, so it's around 25 kids to 15 adults in this house. We have another house that houses 2 families, up to 5 people. Another house just 2 doors down that has another 3 bedrooms for families. And then, so total for families, 54. And then for our young men at the other house, 14.
Okay.
And then the home share, we don't have any facilities for that. It really is matching.
So just whatever.
So that's open. We can match as many as we can.
Great. And then how, for the most part, how are people finding you? That is, people that are homeless or insecure. How are they getting connected with your program?
So they can call 211. 211 is a countywide number that connects them to their nearest shelter, their nearest program. And we're coordinated with all of the other family shelters that are around. So wherever their nearest one is really where we want them to go. They can call directly here to our shelter at 714-993-5774, and we'll connect them to any one of our programs. It's our main line, and then we segment them off as needed. We really try to provide a continuum of care so that wherever they are in that time of need, that we can support wherever.
Right. Now, my understanding is that your program here is rather unique in that you are able to cater to and assist families, while many other shelters are focusing just on single men or single women. So kind of give me an idea of what's that like? Sure.
So there are a variety of shelters, either for single men or women or a blend, or for families. A lot of shelters for single moms. Not a lot for single dads. We take all sorts of family configurations here, and one of the unique things that we've kind of fallen into is reunification. So if someone has lost their children for some reason or another, and they're in the stages of reunifying with them and gaining custody back, we help support that. There aren't very many programs around Orange County that do that, and it's very unique because at some point in the process you're an individual, and at some point you're a family, and there are rules around a lot of the shelters on what that looks like. So that group has kind of fallen through the cracks. So we're really glad that we're able to come in and catch them before they fall.
Okay, well, that sounds great. So, as you know, with our chamber chats, we're usually talking with businesses or not-for-profits or whatever, and kind of talking about what are some of the challenges you have. So what's a challenge that you're facing here with his OC?
Right. Well, that is it. So last year we were able to apply for PPP loans because we had a history that benefited us to a point. And now because we switched and we broke off into our own 501c3 so that we could do more.
Right.
And which that has allowed us to do, but it's also started us over in a sense. And so we don't have that history. So all of those, the government support loans that we're getting now for nonprofits and businesses, we actually are having a harder time qualifying for. So we're doing more to raise money. We've got a couple of events coming up. One will be in August and one will be in October. On October 17th, we're going to have our Take Me Home Western themed gala at the Yorba Linda Community Center. And we even have some backup plans in case we need to move outdoors. But it's going to be a really fun event. We'll have some line dancing and auction. We'll be able to get together for the first time in a couple of years and talk about really what we've done and the success that we've had, but also bring in some residents and some of our clients that can talk about the challenges that they specifically face. And as you look at, these days, as we talk about the eviction moratorium being lifted, it's scary. And what we really try to do is keep people where they are, divert them, and not allow them to get in this situation. But the reality is that we're a little worried about what it's going to be looking like over the course of the rest of the year. So we're gearing up as much as we can to make sure that we're there to help those families and those individuals.
Great. So obviously, like with everybody else, whether you're a business person or not, money, cash flow, all those things are important. For you, it's a case of obviously getting government assistance when and how you can, but then also donations from people.
Correct.
What's a place that people could go if they wanted to donate directly for his OC?
Sure. www.his-oc.org.
Okay.
So it's his-oc.org. And we've rebranded. We've put a new website up. It really has been quite a regrowth, a new year for us. So I encourage you all to go look at our new website because it's fabulous. Well,
and it sounds like that's an important element. And it sounds like, I know that this was not your first gig. You told me that you've been doing business or things like that before. So has that been helping you here with running the operation? Absolutely. I think that a lot of people in the nonprofit business, they forget the marketing piece and they get very drilled into what they're doing, which is important. But my background working in business, it rounded out my business background. And so when I went back to school and got my degree in human services, I ended up here just by chance because it was down the road. But they fit together really well, the human services and the business, and it was a good match for me. And I've been able to bring that I had learned in the past and grown personally and professionally here. Okay. Well, that sounds terrific because you've got the combination, as you said, of having known how to market and how to do these different
Still
things.
A business.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the end of the day, you still have to make your ends meet. So.
Right. Well, excellent. Well, Carrie, it was wonderful to meet you and to see your facility here. Is there anything else you'd like to share with our Placentia community before we sign off? Sure. We would love to see you out at our October 17th event. And we would love to have any sort of help or volunteer time that you want to give to us. So please contact us, come by and visit, and we hope to see you on October 17th. Thank you very much. All right, and if you are watching this video after the 17th of October, keep an eye out for other fundraising events for his OC. I gotta change that there. I think it's gonna be a while to change. And until our next episode, be well. Bye.